Hello, hello, everyone. I hope you are well. Welcome to Sussex Saturday on Thursday, or affectionately known as Twisted Trash Thursday. Some of y'all call it bitch slapping time. You know, it has a myriad of names, and I just welcome, especially if it's your first, second, or third time, or you're like some of the derangers on the 15-second short that I posted yesterday, have been spewing a lot of hate over there. Most of you have been hidden from the channel, so spew on if you wish, but thanks for making yourselves known. Only one had to be reported. All right, so let me try to go through who's in here already and say hello. All right, so Annie Buller, channel member, how you doing? Alicia, how are you? Let me see. Ciao, Raffaella. Why I always do that, I don't know, but okay. Hey, Dolores, how are you? Annie Bullard again. Let me see. Let me get through some names. Anna E. Anna E. Okay. I am Betty J. Gathers, channel member. How you doing? How you doing? All right. Let me see. Thank you for acknowledging with the ones that you could hear me. Hopefully you still do. I'm all the way at the top of the comments. Hey, Navi D, how are you? Mina, how are you? Sherry, how are you? Brenda, let me see. Sylvia, don't know why I'm saying the names like that. Patricia RN, how are you? Antoinette. Let's see. Who else? I think I've gotten everybody thus far who has dropped down. Hey, Grace, how are you? Channel member. Let me see. Janice, how are you? John Jenkins, how are you? Let me see. Scratching Pete, what's up? How you doing? Oh my goodness. The man that is around for all. I don't know how he supports everybody, but he does. Well, I mean, I usually have 10 windows open a lot of times, but hey, Tier, how are you? Helen. All right, those are the names. Diane, channel member. Okay, I'm glad I got. Hey, Gil S. I'm so glad to see you in the stream. Thank you so much for all the super thanks that you have given, from the previous live streams. I so appreciate it. I gave you some shout outs and played the music and all that stuff. Yes, okay. Hey Lorna, how you doing? All right, I think I've caught up. Church Nelly, channel member. Ooh, almost missed you, and I saw your name. Hey Hattie, channel member. Okay, I think I've greeted everybody thus far. The rest are in the clouds. Don't be scared to drop down unless you're a hater. Okay, but I give you thanks for listening in. So before I truly get started and start roasting, I have to do my woosah because, hey kids, how are you? Good to see you. All right. Let me do my disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. It's Trash Thursday, so I'm gonna go through some of the little tidbits I had prior to, so we could get into the trash because the derangers are needing a little hits of trash, get tossed out because they have lost their minds, and I'm just trying to figure out why. I don't know why I try to figure out why they're crazy because they are just crazy. So, some highlight pictures. Channel members saw some of these pictures, and I know squatties have seen most of them from Harry and Meghan's event on Tuesday, where they were special guests, yes, although it was Archewell Foundation, because I know some of the derangers are trying to say why that doesn't make sense. It does make sense. You just have to have a brain to figure it out, and I'm just going to let it go at that because it is Trash Thursday. All right. So these are just some of the pictures from that event. Here they are. These two send people off on, yeah, off the rails. Basically, they love them so much that they hate them, and that's how I'm going to look at it. Because otherwise, they wouldn't mention them in the way that they do. So this is a newer picture that I had not seen before. But again, Tuesday was World Mental Health Day, and in conjunction with Project Healthy Minds here, Megan, Carson Daly moderated, and they had other guests. So yes, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex being there in attendance. Okay. I just need to understand why people are upset that it was stated that they were the special guest. Because, I mean, hello. All right. Mm-hmm. Archewell site has some information if you want to go out to them, archewell.com. Okay. I thought this was pretty. It was the floor arrangement. Of course, if I could make that bigger, I would. I'm not trying to strain the eyes to read it. Okay. But it was just a beautiful sentiment. And, you know, that is a Meghan touch. Those of us that, her aesthetic, yes. Okay. So this outfit sent a lot of people on the tizzies, let me just say, and I'm going to get to it because I'm trying to breeze through this really quickly. But, there's Harry and Meghan coming on, and then them sitting down and talking. If you saw the clip, the short that I put up yesterday, if not, several others have, and they left comments. But there's Carson Daly and the Surgeon General. So, okay. I'm just going to keep saying yes. Harry and Meghan were special guests. It was their first in person, although Archewell has done a lot of activities. This one was it was very special to their hearts. So, this is also out there on Archewell. Take a look. There is a link in the description. So, in this, I saw this and I just took a screenshot, of course. Harry said the foundation has been bringing parents together through Zoom during the past year. That was important to me, and I wanted to highlight for the past year. This isn't something they just thought of out of their head and said, you know what, let's throw this together in a week so that we can, go to New York on the coattails of space. Yeah, whatever. That's coming up in trash time. Okay. Because many of them didn't have the opportunity to connect with others who've gone through a similar tragedy. And that similar tragedy is that their children self-deleted because of the bullying from social media. Okay. So here's some coverage. Newsbreak 12 in Brooklyn, royalty in Brooklyn. Since it is Trash Thursday, let's see your others get headlines like this. Okay. And they did go to Marcy Lab School, which was when Meghan wore they were in more casually dressed than for the formal event. Y'all, you wait till I get in trash time. But here is some of the information, and the third paragraph just basically gives you the information, that the parents who lost children due to mental health challenges tied to social media use. So, yeah. Woo, Lord of mercy. That's all I can say because, yeah, we as adults know how rough it can be at times. Like, I'm like, ooh, where are all these people coming from? Even I today was like, ew. Although I had to, like, wow, y'all are some seriously off the wall people. And then the one person had to get reported because it was just like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that. And your language needs to be checked by YouTube, not me. Okay. So that is the reason behind it was the Parents Summit, and it was very specific to that topic. And, here's some of the other coverage, the AP. I just have this here, Hollywood Reporter, but you know how they can be. Now, the other item, I wasn't sure whether to have it in trash time or not, just based on, but it's Harry and et al. So his other plaintiffs also involved in the case. Byline Times has an article and confessions of a News of the World reporter whistleblowing for Prince Harry. So here is when you click on the link, and I have the link, and I'm going to drop it right now in the chat. I want to see that the chat is moving pretty quickly. Y'all let me know. Hey, Mrs. S, I think I just saw you go across. Okay. Y'all let me know if you want me to slow down the chat, or I'll have to make some of the moderators where they can do it themselves. And there goes the link. I just dropped it, and it's probably in between 5 million other messages. And I appreciate every one of you here. Please remember to hit the thumbs up. Okay. So Netflix sales. Now listen to it. Netflix UK sales, 1.5 billion pounds. I thought this country, most of the majority of the people were going to unsubscribe to that service, but I'm just going to leave that there. We could probably talk about it more so on Saturday. I saw this, and Penguin Random House Audio, which I was like, oh, they're putting up all of the different books that they have. Yes. PR'd for, and this would be awesome if for next year, mind you, next year, the Grammys give, for best audio, because his voice. All right. I want to give. I'm jumping into Squatty Corner, and then we're going to get into what we're here for. So, thank you to Black Pearl, who gave a super thanks after Talk Tuesday. I want to thank you. I'm going to play the music, and then we're going to get into what we're going to get into. All right, let me get to the music. There we go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. So, Black Pearl, if you happen to be listening, I'm not looking at the chat, but if you're in the chat, thank you. All right, pre-trash. This is what I took this morning. So, trending on the app formerly known as the Sussexes, and then Prince Harry and Meghan, of course. And then Baby Deranger was mad and is not happy. And that is from Tuesday, the mute challenge. So, Squad was just not discussing them others. And this is just hilarious. So if you're on the app formerly known as you, and you know who the squatty is, you will be cracking up. As soon as you see the name come up on your timeline, you're looking for the baby, because the baby doesn't always come up. Okay. So I'm going to give you this as a little cleanse as we get ready to go into um, that as I check comments just to see what may be happening here, or if I, hey, Nora, the Stock Explorer, how you doing? Let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. Uh, yes, there you go. Squatties, you are so correct. There are no leaks in Montecito. Oh, okay. Um, which bothers a lot, and we're going to see a couple of things in, or a thing in trash time. Let me see, what is kids saying? Saw a story yesterday about another Royal Cup of shopping, and yes, that's coming up in trash time. But just stick a pin in that, kids, because it's coming up. It's coming up. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Good to see you. Jumping out of the bushes. Okay, I see how you do. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button as you're jumping back in the bushes. If you happen to go back in there, all right. Y'all, if you're new here, my personality, everybody knows I joke a lot. Hey, Marjorie. All right, I don't see. Let me see. Most of those in the tizzy over the outfit need not worry because even if not sold out, it doesn't come in. In XXXXXXL extra pig size. Okay, Diane, thank you. Thank you for that. Let me come back down in here. Woo. All right. Let me see what happened. Celia, what happened? Church and it's my turn in the hospital. Full hip replacement. What? Please. Oh my. Hugs to you. And you know, speedy recovery, speedy recovery, speedy recovery. Do not overdo it once you are really up and about and all that stuff. So, whew, my goodness. Hey, the swirl experience. How you doing? All right. I'm going to get to it. Get to it. Get to it. Get to it. Let me just unhighlight it. You're in our prayers too, Sylvia. Sylvia F, you're in our prayers because, there's many Sylvias within the squad. Now, since we are, it seems, on one accord with this, I'm just going to go ahead and hit it and get into it. Let's go. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. So, first up, just because it's the coverage and it's a tabloid, hello, Canada. I put it here for a reason. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle visited students at Marcy Lab School in Brooklyn, which was their first in-person event for the Archewell Foundation. Y'all really are tracking them, aren't you? Tracking them so much. So much that, y'all need the mental health they were talking about, because some of you are worse than the kids that bully other kids on here. So let me. All right. Now the next item. Woo! This is why I mentioned what I mentioned earlier. So they took a screenshot from Archewell and then, have the laughing faces of, space and cosplay. Their as some people call it, the Aryan king and queen, but nevertheless, let's move on. So this Harry and Meghan attending a summit in New York City. This comes just 3 weeks after the Prince of Wales successively held Earthshot Summit 2023 in New York City. No copying there, right? Let me say this in the sweetest manner possible. As you call him, the Prince of Wales, he doesn't own New York City. Harry's lives here, and can go anywhere he effing wants to go. First of all, for Earthshot, the Prince of Wales should keep his eyes, arse, whatever you want to call it, in the UK and hold that thing, program, whatever it is, over, Zoom, over what's called television. Put it on radio, put it on the internet for all we care. But to fly into New York for that, and it really is a bogus bullshit project. So let's continue on, because as we see what's happening in one part of the region of the world, that is his life project, he has some bigger and better issues to concern himself with that he put his own self in. All right. Make his life project and put some peace in the Middle East. How about that, you stupid asses? All right. Moving on to the next. All right. So this particular person, you already see the name at the top. So you know it's that dim, one of the dim-dims. That was, oh, I'm headed to Germany, which we were like, oh, okay, we'll have security on alert. But that is one hideous outfit. And what were they thinking? This is an evening event? They are both dressed like this is a keynote at 7 p.m., not 1:30 in the afternoon, and like they are addressing an audience of 10,000 when it looks like 12 people are there. Pathetic. Doesn't matter the number of people, but there were more than 12 people in the room. Um, if you are hosting, because it's their foundation that was hosting, you ain't coming in jeans. Do like the other ones. I guess you want her in a coat dress. Would that have made y'all happy? Oh my lordy be, I tell you. But let me just tell you, whether it's 7 o'clock or 1:30, Megan can dress her eyes off. Okay. And yes, they were dressed appropriately, given whom else was in attendance. Because there was an official, the Surgeon General. Yeah, official. Okay. From, Washington, White House. Let's move on. Now, I had to put this here because this is how I think most of us squatties were looking back at the derangers like, what? You're upset over that outfit? Her outfit, this gorgeous outfit, which same neckline, just about as her wedding dress, but she's worn a very similar one when they were in New York Ripple Awards. Okay, let's just that was a dress. This is pants. She wore it, and y'all are jealous. And not only that, but it sold out. So yeah, y'all don't even know what fashion is because your faves don't know what fashion is. Okay, let me go on to the next thing that's got me riled. Now, obviously, these num-nums know nothing about New York City, and I was saying this in Barron's last night. So, a city block in any other city is one thing, but when you're in New York, it's a whole if you've ever been there, you understand what I'm saying. It's a whole nother league. You can have what for one or just a normal city, a city block in New York could be like three of those. It's not something that you're just going to go strolling around and, hey, I'm just going to walk around, which they probably can do and have done, but, knowing there's press circling because they know they're here. So, this picture shared by this idiot, but I'm sure others have shared the same. So, revealed eco warriors, Harry and Meghan. They're not eco warriors. The other effing couple over in the UK are eco warriors. Cosplay by default of being married to Space, but Space is a big eco warrior and flies around his helicopter that was a gift from the Queen, his nanny, you know, all the time. Now, he usually flies private, especially when he's going in for the big environmental summit, which is held on an island that everybody attending usually has to go in on private. Oh, right. But yet he's an eco warrior. Harry and Meghan don't scream eco warrior. They just don't. Are they concerned? Of course, they have children now. I think most adults are concerned, but eco warrior, no, wrong, 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 wrong. So they're upset that they were in SUVs. We do remember what happened the last time they were in the city in SUVs, mind you. But we do remember what happened the last time. So someone's sharing a video of them arriving, and mind you, even the royals over in the UK have a convoy of vehicles, and they flip and run over people. So let's get our acts together and calm all the way down the Rangers, because Harry and Meghan, yes, took SUVs. Now, obviously, you weren't aware that they, you know, all the crazy hate that is going up against them and the racists that want to kill them, based on some of the comments that I saw under that short I put up yesterday. Yeah. Some of y'all should be locked away permanently. But let's just look, they show the hotel. So where they stayed, how they know that, don't know. I'm just going to let that go. Now, where the project was handled or held, I should say, um, they show they show this picture where it's like the arrow and it's going all the way around. Now, if you know anything about New York City streets, one ways, so it's not like they could just, we're just gonna take a little saunter up the road. Now they're talking about, it's 60 yards down the street. 60 yards down the street. Again, you probably have never been to New York, but go ahead, keep wrangling, keep talking on, whatever. Now, this is what cracked me up. So I saw this and it was love how we recognize every store they stopped at. And this is the king and queen. What are they? Is it Norway? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because I know it's not Denmark. So I think it's Norway. Anyway, they're over there. They happened to be in New York. They were captured. So Meghan and Harry would have been captured also by the Paps. We already know what happened with Paps, and they had some even Tuesday trying to be crazy. But nevertheless, I just need these crazy AZs, especially that particular one that retweeted out someone else's who was talking about how ugly Meghan's outfit was. Like, how you look, you need to go check yourself. But okay. Anyway, the picture that's here, okay, the squatty said, I found the article in Daily Fail 2019. They went shopping directly after a meeting at the UN building, so they were obviously followed by a press photographer. The article was predictable, a dig at Meghan for not wandering around New York alone or wanting photos taken. That's another thing. It's always got to be a dig at Harry and Meghan instead of just looking at the project that they were talking about, and focusing on that. But you can't do even that. So we know that there's a situation going on overseas. And this particular person, EH are the initials. You'll see the name come up, but how dare you? Just how dare you? You shouldn't even be on social media. How dare you as a human being? How dare you? And I want to say this conflict that's going on, the war, whatever word is being used. Stop trying to make people line up from one side to the other. Just let people handle it and deal with it as they best see it. Okay. So see this on my timeline, but even when Harry and Meghan speak, y'all whine. When they keep quiet, you still complain. Why in the world are you asking them about Israel and Palestine? If they wanted to issue statement, they would have. Leave them alone. So that's the top part. And here is what they were saying. We have condemnation statements from the king and now the Walshes, or Wales, I guess is what they're known as. I always say the Walshes. They are kind of, well, anyway. Why do you think nothing from Sussex's? And then, of course, it is, well, you dumb bitch. And yeah, I said bitch. You dumb bitch. Go out onto the Archewell website and maybe your dumb ass. See, this is the whole thing. You jump out there. Whoa, they didn't make a statement. They didn't make a statement. Number one, you should only be focusing on the royals over in the UK since y'all love them so much and claim you hate Harry and Meghan, so leave Harry and Meghan alone. But if you go out to the Archewell site, you dumb ass, you would see that the first thing up there is Archewell with heavy hearts, and it is a statement from Harry and Meghan. Now go take it, read it, and then shove it up your behind. Okay. On to the next, on to the next, on to the next. So this particular deranger, Looney Toony Fresh and Fruity. Now I'm going to say this: the ancestors, okay? Because where you went completely over there, I wonder if Megan cares about the mental health of her black family. So there must have been a comment. I only saw this screenshot. There must have been something stated about, because that last name is initial cap. Um, the three idiots, or the three bears, if you want to call them that, of that M family, who don't give two shits about Megan because they sold out for dollars from somebody over there that seems to protect Woody Woot. Just my opinion. Okay. But leave the family alone. The ones that have shown the most dignity throughout the last 7 years. Go to your trash bins, people. Go to your trash bins. You'll find that they look just like y'all. Okay. Now, coming back over here. Right before I went live, I had to holler when I read this. Celeb bitchy, I hollered. Okay. Didn't click because I was like, I don't have time. I got to go live. So, obviously, DM Daily Mail. King Charles' female relatives are now being called Charlie's Angels. Are you? What the hell? Charlie's Angels. If I was the producer, writers, even the actresses that may still be here alive, I would sue y'all for that. Okay, because that's an insult. Them three. Charlie's Angels, please. And that has some other connotations. This is absolutely disgusting. Okay. Cosplay. Somebody needs to check the accounting. I've always said check their books because you're always trying to complain and worry about what happens over here in the U.S. when we have very strict and stringent, um, reporting deadlines and accounting and stuff like that. The I, the R, the S. Okay. The Princess of Wales' early years spent a total of £1.835 million and gave out nothing in grant in the year 2022. First, there's a necklace missing. Where that money? What you spend that money on? Trying to bail your parents out, maybe? Oh, okay. I'm just going to move on. So, whoa. Yeah, when I say the derangers are mad, they're a little bit mad at Sussex Squad. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So, if I can get through this. So, if you're reading the first paragraph, so there must have been a whole slew of stuff. It's just this screenshot that I saw, and I was like, oh, okay. So, the affair nonsense. Now those are the three words that jumped out at me. Because I'm like, why am I seeing this? What's this book about? I don't know if I want the story, but this affair nonsense. So y'all can act like you don't know. But I'm going to move on down through some things and then we're going to drop down on something else. So, the affair nonsense. So they're saying how the Sussex Squad pushes it. No, we just state what has been already out there. So I don't know. The girls are fighting. So Maureen is fighting with others, and the others came for Maureen's throat, in a sense. So, and Maureen's looking for sympathy and all that stuff. But talking about, oh, and now I'm being abused, a couple of threatening and explicit filled emails, I woke up from. I don't know what you sent to them that you got a response back like that. I haven't been able to dig to see, and not that I really care, but I think it's funny that the girls are fighting, and Maureen just needs to get over himself a little bit. So, they're saying that um, Giles is lying, and so someone said something to Giles, and thank you to the squatties that capture these screenshots at the moment that they occur, so that way can share too. And let me just take the banner down for a second. You'll see that says 10/12/2023. Okay, so there was some stuff going on, and I'm like, oh, alrighty then. So this person's going at Giles saying you made up the lie about space. And to this day, people harass Rose because of it. Your wife being harassed is your karma. So I guess something's going on with his wife. So he basically said, I didn't. Don't be silly. So he said what he said. And there was another tweet that I would have had to look through my receipts to try to find where he put it all out there. I can't wait until we're able to discuss X, Y, and Z. Okay. Now, thank you again, as I always say, to the squatties who have receipts for receipts for receipts. So at the time that the Waleses moved to one of their mini homes, palaces, mansions that they have, I think this was a gift from, the queen. I guess she just had to give homes to shut that man up from his whining. But anyway, the date of this is September 2014, long before Meghan arrived. So don't put it on the squad. Okay, because we weren't even checking for you idiots then. Thank you. So there's a little picture down in the bottom showing the Waleses, the now Waleses. But it says the Turnip Toffs. Meet Kate and Will's new neighbors. The party-loving Norfolk set with bigger homes than the Royals. The dig. The petty. And darling, everyone knows each other. Now, why they had to put this last part in parentheses? Sometimes extremely well. Whoa. I'm not sure why Baldy thinks he wouldn't be noticed or seen, or he probably doesn't even care. But that's why he had to get his, that lawsuit to protect his privacy. His privacy had to be protected. It's a human right for him to sling his dang all over the town and countryside and everywhere else. Okay, allegedly. One day I'm sure we'll know. But again, he needs to get back on his, life project, and let's settle it up there, space. Let's see what the statesman is working with. Get your eyes in gear and get it done, sir. Okay. Otherwise, as usual, join all the clowns in the car that's very crowded. But have no fear, all of you spewing this stupid, silly hate, the ones that left the messages, that, thank you for the engagement. I'm sure there will be tons left on this one. Ew, you scare me. Ew. The lady in black's coming for all of y'all, and she's going to whoop the actual wheels off of you for the energy that you're putting out here against Harry, but more so against Meghan. She is a human being, not some rag doll that you toss around. She is a wife. She is a mother. She is a daughter of a mother that loves her and has upheld the sacredness of the daughter-mother relationship. I don't speak for the other three that have not upheld anything that says that we are family. All right, so, and they're going to get their just due too with the lady in black. So, all right, those are all the items that I have. Let me just click over in comments. There's over 200 comments, so I'm going to pick a spot. Let me just come on down because I think this is where I jumped into the, yes. This is where I jumped into my comment. Let me look at the time. I got about 20 minutes. I'm going to try to get through everything. Hi, Valerie. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, Kuja. Oh, Kuja. Yeah, she's just loving me getting messages on my phone. I don't know why that bothers her. Okay. Woo. All right. Let me see. Hello, Valerie. How are you? Let me see. What is this, Diane? Yep, kids, and that was a full king and queen, but perfectly fine with low profile. If that had been those UK-based clowns, they've been having a fit to get attention. Well, gee. Whew, all right. it's it's just the whole like Harry and Meghan are supposed to walk the streets. More so Meghan. They made it seem like she's to walk the streets. Most people don't if they're there for specific events that you want to get to. She's very friendly, and when she was pre-Harry, if she was in New York and people would stop her, she'd get in selfies and talking, and she wouldn't have had the time. I mean, security. Come on now. Whoa! All right, Diane, right. No copying, period. Well, sure. Kids, Diane, exactly on the UK. Oh, royal family. It's me. A second to reckon. Oh, it took you a second to recognize their faces. They look like anyone shopping and explorer. Exactly. But we also know that that king and queen get down with their people. They seem very personable just from what we saw. Okay. She's competing. She hears the person outside. Anyway, sorry for, Bella's even given her commentary too. uh, Hattie, let's just speak our mind. That crap was not a success. It might have been for lining his pockets, if he was even able to do that. Annie VS, that idiot did not read the room. Reading is fundamental. Well, I'm just saying. Church Nelly, hideous outfit, Megan's outfit sold. It sold out before people could actually click on like you click to look at the to look at the outfit, because the when I first went out to the app formerly known as to look for pictures, the first tweet I saw was someone saying, "I hate you all," and it had the picture of it being sold out. And I cracked up laughing because I was like, "Yep, that's the squad." But yeah, hideous. Okay. If that came in black, if it came in purple or like a burgundy, oof, yeah, I'm in there. Hey, Ami girls, channel member. Let me see. Marjorie. But oh, I almost said silly. But what Willie had in New York was no success. Where were the people in attendance? Well, I mean, they truly, he had less than 12 people in the room. All right, let me move on. If they want to get, oh my gosh, come on. If they want to get technical with it, he had less than 12 people in the room with him. All right, Antoinette, VS. Who did Willie help? The win ends of Earthshot was not invited, nor did they get their awards in full, you idiots. Go fuck. Ooh, you don't say. They're parching out payments. Now, see. Let me let me get my life all the way together here. um that is hilarious because I would see how much I don't pay attention to that thing. I just know that, yeah, whatever. There's a lot of comments. If I skip yours, please do not feel insulted. You can always post it again and hope that I see it as I'm coming down. Let me see. Diane, thanks to New York City for real security and support for Archewell event attended by those who were invited and well enjoyed. World is still taking note of our fashion statement. UK media carried event live in full. Wow. That's why they're in a tizzy. Oh. I was like, why are they so bothered? First of all, everybody knew that. It's funny that the person went with Earthshot was 2 weeks ago, so that's why they're in New York versus, did you not see that that is where you know, anyway, for me to sit here and explain to these people, which should be just logical, yeah. They thought it was going to be at Montecito. Did you really think that was going to be there? No, the hub of the world, right? Is usually New York City. Um, mm, okay, let me. That white outfit she had on was so cute. It was beautiful. Pulled off as Megan can pull off. You know. Mm, 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 mm. How did they didn't even cover the other two born? Well, that's on them. Whoa. Thank you, Anna. A city block is like a football stadium prepared to have tennis shoot. Thank you. Thank you very much. It is not something where you're like, oh, yeah, go around, go up. If you get directions and someone says, just go up about 5 blocks, understand that is double that because that's how large the blocks are. They're not some little itty bitty little squeaky and you want them just to walk all the way around. Now, that's a lot by the picture. It may not seem like it's a lot. And the fact that they're making a big deal over making a square on a the plot of New York and then oh, here's the block do you know how much stuff is like they need to do what is that Google Earth? Do a Google Earth and then you'll see. It is much more to it than just, oh, we're going to take a stroll out of our hotel and just walk to this event. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Annie, it's iconic, you idiot. The outfit sold out. Unfortunately, Mumbles never reached this level of dressing, please. She needs to go on, stop trying to cosplay and go on to, because she don't even get the attention, not the positive that she wants. They don't gush her up like they used to. Here, Gummy needs to shut up and mind her business. She can't even afford a button from Megan's outfit. Well, do tell us how you tell us how you really feel, kids. The outfit was fabulous and right for the event they went to. The Derangers need help to understand each function has a certain style code, and M&H have not missed a beat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, One thing is, I know many of us would not question Megan's fashion. Like she knows the event better than we do. We're just we just wait in anticipation to see what she knocks us out over. Mm, okay. Oh my gosh. Mm. I'm scrolling through. Scroll. Beatrice and Dylan, how are you? I think this is the first time me seeing your name. So welcome. I hope you feel welcome. I hope you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell because I want you to come back again and hang out with us. He's the Prince of Wales. Love it. Not the Prince of New York, exactly. There was a war at one time, and Megan did walk over that particular king at the time in order to marry the prince that she's married to. Okay. Because y'all made a big deal over stating that during the wedding. I just have to say that. Okay. All right. And yes, I got another notification on my phone, and Bella just doesn't like it. Let me see. Annie, VS, they're pissed because New York City was ready with protection. Yes, you spelled that out because, yes, they were this time. No bullshit went down this time, nor will it next. Okay. That was my main thing. I'm like, okay, so they arrived in SUVs. Like, oh my. Did we see what vehicles that Space arrived in? Did he hitch a ride with somebody? Being that he really wasn't at an event that he's. Anyway, let me move on. Let me move on. Hello, Bromel. Is it Bromel? Welcome. I think you're a new name to me as well. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. I hope you've hit the up. Thank you, kids. Netherlands. That's who the king and queen. Thank you. See, I knew it was an N. I just had the wrong. Okay, you know. Um, but yes, welcome. Hopefully you've hit the. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Okay, Netherlands. Let me see. Ruth Lopez, for Pete's sake, this is America. SUVs come in hybrids here. Helicopters don't. Boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. And you better believe, I'm sure that that's what the fleet was. Even if it wasn't, oh well, they do enough to give back. Okay. Lord, let me. Diane, let me see. Nobody knows where they were staying because if they did, Range Coat Scooter Boy and Bike Cameraman would have just left the event and headed to the hotel instead of chasing the entourage like a dog. Well, do. They didn't truly know where they were staying the last time or the time before that. And it is none of their dang business where they're staying. But yes, I don't know why they had that hotel. I was just like, oh, okay, sounds good to me. Okay, if that's what makes you happy. Um, Marjorie, they are just upset they didn't get their pictures. Well, we know what they can do with those pictures if they get them. Annie, they, derangers tabloid media, weren't able to take photos. Well, they were. I mean, ah, everyone inside the event did, and videos and everything else. I mean, that's how we got what we got. So, and we thank you. I thank you. I know all the other Sussex positive content creators thank you, as well as the ones that are haters and spreading their conspiracy theories too. And they better check themselves before they wreck themselves. Well, do. All right. Hey, Black Queen, how you doing? Healing works. Oh, and hello to you also. The tabloid media are struggling for money, and they're going to keep on struggling because um, the lady in black, as well as many others, are joining the energy of the ancestors to ensure that they do. Okay. They want to go after Harry and Meghan. They're going to find out. Oh, I saw the funniest. Speaking of which, finding out on the app formerly known as somebody took it was TikTok, but the person took a video of a guy taking up a wood floor that he had installed for a girlfriend that he found out was cheating on him, and she's going off on him and rah rah rah. And I put my comment that, oh, the petty in him. I said, he truly was, I can show you better than tell you what F around and find out means, okay? Because the girl found out and she was just, that's it. That's what I'm going to call him. Thank you, Black Queen. The welfares. Oh, living off taxpayers and flying all over and well, in addition to other things, sucking the money out of, I had to say it. I'm sorry. Okay. Don't mind me. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Faith. How are you? Dolores, as a native New York person, this is a wide and contained, like the UN, not walkable. Thank you. They make it seem like it's a itty bitty. You have to know the city to talk shit. And you obviously are talking out of your ass because you don't know the city. All right. Thank y'all. Woo. Thank you, Ruth. If they issued a statement before the royal family, they would have been called disrespectful. Exactly. Exactly. Though they're not truly on their timing, yes. But they did issue a statement. And so, EH needs to go find her soul, but then also needs to have put up an apology and deleted that bullshit she put up. But I'm sure neither of those things have happened. So, Little Mac, you notice everything. See, I tell you, the eyes of the squad. Why didn't she capitalize Rachel? Because she wanted to emphasize that last name. Woo. Alrighty. Bye, Ruth. She's probably already gone. All right. I'm going to skip a whole lot. I'm going to come down even further. I'm probably going to miss a whole lot. Hello, hello to everyone that is in here who, you know. Kids vs. Bella doesn't like no one near her. Okay, she really doesn't. She really doesn't. A car could be in the cul-de-sac and she will have a fit. And I'm like, but they're not coming here. So why are you upset? But, Hey, Angie Hart, how are you? Lord have mercy. Woo, Marshar. I'm guessing you mean Lenny Kravitz because I think I saw his name as I was scrolling through the comments, but I get it. Yes, I get it. American woman. Mm-mm. Okay, let me stop. I am Betty J. I want the white pants outfit she had off the shoulders. It was beautiful. Oh yes, you know most of us could be rocking that out. Well, maybe not most of us, but some of us. Betty J could get away with it. And she dances sometimes in her videos too, y'all. She'll be in a premiere or a live stream. Well, mostly her premieres, and then she'll break out and dance. And a hater got their panties all knotted up, riding. Ooh. I gotta read so very much what y'all, Church not even. I would love the outfit in black. Yes, that would be just. And as you see, like Megan with her, she doesn't need the gaudy diamond necklaces that the others seem to want to attract to their neck. I don't know. That one better be worried about what she's doing with injuring her fingers. And I'm leaving it alone, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. Diane, Invisible Jogging Billy couldn't get the mayor to drop by his UN adjacent to say hello. Mayor said, "No, I'm good because Real Royalty will be coming in October. Coming in on October 10th. I'll wait." Well, and they didn't even need to take a meeting with him, but I know they would have probably got one if they did. Oh God, Little Mac. I have not looked. I have not seen. Were you the one that mentioned that other one, Fiesta, or whatever we're calling her, Escape, with that black leather with the black brown boots? Oh God. um. mm, 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 mm. Gracie had the audacity to say Megan was mumbling. They're confusing her with the original mumbles. No, she was very clear. Did they want her screaming or something? I did see a comment of a deranger before I sent them off to Never Never Land, but just saying, it was saying something to that effect, but then there was another one that was saying how, God, she forgot the question. She's talking about herself so much she forgot the question. And it was like, y'all watched, didn't you? You watched the whole kit and caboodle, but y'all didn't have any concern with what Carson Daly said, that she's a kick-ass woman. hmm Y'all just skipping over that, aren't you? You're not even gonna mention that Derangers, because there was a lot that said in that statement that is very positive, unlike how you all would try to spin it. But hello, Judith. How are you? Megan looks stunningly beautiful in her white outfit. Yes. And Harry had that look because there's a picture where he's behind her and looking, and we all leave that alone because we already know. Black Queen, nobody wants to dress like they're from the 1930s to the 1980s unless it's Halloween or flashback days. I mean, I find Connie Palmer. I find it funny how um, when the Queen was alive, that they adhere to a certain dress, and the woman passes on, and they are just like, hopefully they don't do any flashing as they're getting out of vehicles, because Fiesta was very close to showing a little bit more than that thigh that she got out of that car. And that, imagine if that had been our fave. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Sonia, Prince of New York, my arse. John, thank you. John died years ago. This is Harry's town, period. Okay. Because that is the only other person that could have claimed ownership of New York was John. Mm. JFK Jr., for those of you who may not. Okay. Just making that clear for some that may not realize who that the reference was to. Sherry, what are you saying? The tabs are mad because they didn't get any money shots since they were banned from the event and the security vehicles windows were blacked out. Oh well. Oh, well, I swear. Y'all tried that stunt. You should have been happy with the pictures. You got, have your people. I don't even know if anybody was out there shouting out. They always have that one troll, like you say, shouting crazy stuff. So, Mrs. S, are we in trash time yet? I'm just gonna say, Hey, Vinny, how are you? I see your name. Lord of mercy. Marsha, we Americans love our big cars and SUVs. The Rangers can hang a tree and whine all they want because nobody cares about them except karma. Oh, and that one is gonna get them. Gonna get them. Mimi, what were you saying here? I'm waiting for next week when Kate copy Megan with the same outfit. The Rangers will be saying how elegant Kate. Oh yes. hmm there was a time the shoulders couldn't be out. Oh, but that blue dress she wore behind the piano, faking like she was playing it with her hair to the left side, although Megan had hers over to the right. Yeah, but cosplay if you want to. You need to cosplay mm, the loving and faithful husband. And I'll just leave it at that space and cosplay. All right. Mrs. S. Woo. All right. I'm just looking through some of the comments. Woo! Oh, it's. Am I over an hour? I'm just over an hour. Okay. Mrs. S. No, Megan will not go to the store and say, "Give me that coat dress in every color." Now we know that if Megan wore a coat dress, uh, I would probably do a Slade 3. Now, for those of you who have seen the shorts last year and the year before, I believe, yeah, you'll understand. Because she will slay us in it. Okay. Diane, thank you. But see, you think logically. She wasn't there to scream and yell. It wasn't that she was in an outside arena where you have to raise your voice a little bit, even though they have the mics in the system. It's all about reading the room. It is somewhat a somber topic they were discussing. And also have to remember that there are many who have experienced traumas that you don't want to jolt them with such loud, annoying, or scratchy behind voices. Okay. But Diane said the sound was meant for the audience in the room, not for those sending info out via cell phones to live audience thousands of miles away who should have been asleep, not worrying about Sussex. Thank you. Cookies and cream. How are you? Oh, Matthews. I might have to end on this. Matthews. Let's just say this. The only way that she could be the Princess of Wales is if she was in intimate contact with that one that is the Prince of Wales. And that just would not be. Now, I don't even want to go through the whole semantics of if this should happen or that should happen, because no. No. She's the queen of our hearts, and that's how we're going to have it. Let her mercy. Marshara, Megan dresses purposely in bare shoulders and shorts so Kate can't cosplay her, making kind of shade against kooky copy Kate. And I see what you did there. Ooh, let me. Mm, 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 mm. Black Queen Meg was clear and concise. For those of us that have a brain, even with one working ear, I heard her. Okay, stop it. And then if they didn't understand, they could at least put closed captioning on. And let me tell you something. If they were thinking about the one in the UK, closed captioning wouldn't even work. Okay. Now, I think on that note, I'm just going to end because y'all are trying to get me really to turn up, and I don't want to. It's been over an hour. I hope that you haven't enjoyed yourselves with this Twisted Trash Thursday. If you truly first time here, please do hit the subscribe button. You're going to come back and I want to see you again in the chats. And, I go live again on Saturday for Sussex Saturday. If you've not been to one, you will not want to miss. All right. So I love you all. I'm just going to get my outro music up and definitely check out the Byline Times article again. It's in the description and I had dropped the link. Marshar, turn it up. I was late, Marshar. Mm-mm. You are not going to get me caught up. No, no, no. Um, yes, Church Nelly, I agree. Y'all are on one. Woo, kids, bye. Thank you so much for all your participation and interaction and all that fun stuff. So please be safe. Please take care of yourselves. Sylvia, we are praying for your speedy healing for all of those out there. Even my sis Hilda, I did not see her in the chat. She might be hiding in the background. Love you. Praying for you also. Please wear your mask if you're in a large public setting. Okay. And people haven't had their temperature taken. Okay. And that's all I'm going to say on that. And here comes my outro music. Love you all. Bye.